Hey Canucks fans, as the season quickly approaches, the Canucks have placed 4 players on waivers, including Travis Hamonic. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, October the 10th. If you're new, this is what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video description below. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone in Canada. And don't forget tonight, my regular Sunday night live stream starting at 10 p.m. Pacific time. And we're going to have a lot to talk about, my friends, because the Canucks have placed 4 players on waivers. 2 defensemen and 2 forwards. I'd say 2 of them are surprising and 2 of them aren't. So let's go with the defensemen first. Travis Hamonic and Madison Bowie, and then up front, surprisingly, Phil Giuseppe and Justin Bailey. So let's talk about all 4 guys really quickly. Let's start with the big one, Travis Hamonic. He has not been with the team. He wasn't with the team for training camp. Didn't play any of the 7 preseason games, and we just knew that it was a family matter. We didn't know what the family or personal, I should say a personal matter, not a family matter. It's a personal matter. And then, of course, there was a lot of speculation, a lot of talk. Was it a family issue? Was it a mental health issue? Was it a vaccination issue? And all those issues or all those reasons would be legitimate reasons for whatever Travis Hamonic believes and is going through. And we wanted to hope for the best, expecting the worst. That's kind of what you do in these kind of situations. The worst being that he wouldn't maybe join the team. Now, so he's on waivers, so that means maybe the Canucks tried to trade him first and didn't have any takers because of the uncertainty around his situation. So now if he does clear waivers, you don't just get all $3 million of that cap relief. You only get $1.125 million of cap relief. So if Travis Hamonic clears waivers when he starts the season, when the Canucks start the season, even though he's in Abbotsford or not playing, but even though he's not playing on the active roster, he will still count for $1.875 million against the cap. So obviously that's not efficient. That's not the best, but at least that's $1.125 million where you could actually sign another player. Maybe the Canucks don't have to sign another player if they're comfortable in Shen and a guy like Kyle Burrows and even Brad Hunt, who can play both sides, if they're fine with that depth on the right side. So that's the first one. Really surprising, I guess, but not too surprising when you think about all the circumstances that have brought us to this point. So defenseman Travis Hamonic on waivers. Remember, if he clears, if there's no takers around the league, if he clears, he'll still count for $1.875 million against the cap. 1.875 of his $3 million salary. That means 1.125 can be buried in Abbotsford. Yeah, I'm not sure if any team's going to take him given all the uncertainty around the situation, but we'll know in 24 hours. The other surprising name is Phil Giuseppe. He was probably, at least from what I saw, what I witnessed last night, from what other people have said, he was, got a nice little leaf storm here. He was probably, I thought he was a lock to make this lineup as a 4th line left winger. Last night, I noticed him at the Edmonton game. He was fast. He was tough on the boards. He was an impact player. He scored a goal, the first goal of the game for the Canucks, but he is on waivers as well. Now, this might be, obviously, I don't think the Canucks want to lose any of these players. Well, maybe Hamonic, I don't know. But I'm sure they don't want to lose Phil Giuseppe. But if he's not starting the season on the, as part of the active roster, even as a healthy scratch, and that tells me that Highmore made it, that tells me that Dowling made it, then you have to put him in Abbotsford. And because of his experience, you can't just put him in Abbotsford. He's got to clear waivers. So there's a really good chance that another team saw his really good preseason and is going to scoop him off the waiver wire. But again, we will see by tomorrow. Another forward going down to at least being placed on waivers. Not sure if he's going to be picked up given his history up and down from before Utica, now Abbotsford, is forward Justin Bailey. He had to miss all of training camp and a lot of the preseason because he contracted COVID in the States despite being vaccinated. Now he's here, got into a game, I think maybe 2, but at least 1 game, but didn't really show a lot. He was always on the outside looking in because of his slow start, and he too is Abbotsford bound if he clears waivers. I think Giuseppe will get picked up. I don't think that Bailey will get picked up. And lastly, we have Madison Bowey. Bowey was picked up in a trade at the end of last season, did not get any games for the Canucks on the blue line, despite them playing a lot of different guys last season once they were out of the playoff race, essentially. And so you could kind of tell from last year that he wasn't really in the Canucks' plans. Played a couple preseason games this season. He was okay. He was steady, but he wasn't spectacular. And to me, that means that Kyle Burroughs has jumped ahead of him on the depth chart as a right shot defenseman. So no surprise there. I don't know if Madison Bowey will get picked up on waivers. So there we go, Canucks fans. 4 players on waivers. You do that to try and, in some cases, have another team pick them up and take their salary. But in most cases, to try and get them through waivers so they can be then ready for your farm team, in our case, the Abbotsford Canucks. I think that Travis Hamonic will clear. I don't think any team will take him, but that means, remember, he still counts for 1.875 against our cap. I don't think anyone's going to take Justin Bailey. I don't think anyone's going to take Madison Bowey, but I do think that someone will pick up Phil Giuseppe, which is a bit of it would be unfortunate, but it also, like I said, it means that the Canucks likely have plans for Matthew Highmore and for Justin Dowling to take those fourth line spots in the absence of Sutter and Mott. And and then Zach McEwen, I guess, would be the extra forward. Or you can have any two of those 3 forwards to fill in for Mott and Sutter while they're out. So Canucks fans, would love to hear your reaction on this. What are your thoughts on the fact that those 4 players are placed in waivers, and in particular, the Travis Hamonic situation and the Phil Giuseppe situation? Leave a comment below. I love to read, react, and reply your thoughts on these moves. Are you surprised? Are you not surprised? And who do you think will clear? And who do you think will get picked up? Shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. And to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, and Shannon Hollingworth. Thanks for your support as always. And thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this area of my videos, on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Finally, a shout out to everyone I met last night at the Canucks game. Got to talk to a lot of people, meet a lot of people, refamiliarize myself with a lot of people, take a few selfies, made me feel important. Thanks a lot. It was a lot of fun. Only thing missing was a Canucks win, but that's okay. Don't forget, live stream tonight, 10 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, and we can talk about these moves and talk about what we anticipate is going to happen with all these guys. Thanks for watching. Again, subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you like to. Become a member of this channel if you like to. Leave a comment down below if you like to. Surprise, unsurprise, who clears, who gets claimed off of waivers. Hamonic, Giuseppe, Bowey, and Bailey. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.